Alright, what is up everybody, and welcome back to the Hops and Outdoors YouTube channel. On today's video, we are going to be looking at that reel right there. But first, we need to talk about the boat, because the boat's up here now, but I need to replace that graph and that trolling motor. Hopefully that'll be done here within the next couple of weeks. I also have to do some work on my truck, so the boat's kind of been on the back burner until my truck rebuild's done, but hopefully here within the next couple of weeks, trolling motor will be replaced, graph will be replaced, the boat will be registered, and we'll be able to hit the water with it. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So today we are going to be talking about the Ozarks Trails. They don't really have a name for this reel. So, like, when you're talking about a Daiwa, this one is the REVROS LT 3000C. This, on their website, is literally just the 5+1 ball bearing reel. It comes in the standard size. There is no other size for this reel, so you can only get it in 3000. But I guess let's talk about what this reel is capable of, and I'll show you. With a price point of only $16, this reel is capable of a whole lot, but you will see that now, I suppose. I just got rolled on, but he was just a little too far back. Okay. Oh, he came off, popped off. Got him. Nice little guy. First one here. He's probably maybe 24 inches. Not a huge fish, but oh, nice. That's a nice smallie. Keep him out of the current. Oh, first fish of the day. Heck yeah. There we go, guys. First fish of the day. Nice smallmouth bass. Again. Holy cow, this one's a bit bigger too. Boom, second smallie. My lure barely even touched the water. Alright, now that you guys are back here, I think it's time to show you guys like just how decent this reel is. So I've got my line here. That is its lowest drag setting. I'm not gonna go to the top because this is like my 5th take, and on my first 2 I bent that line guide, and I'm not gonna bend it again because that's not a good time. And I really don't want to break this rod because I like this rod. But I would say it can max out at about 25 pounds of drag. A broken 25-pound line with it pretty easily. I would say the only problem that I do have with it is whenever you are doing something like that or pulling on something really hard, there's a lot of flex in those ears right there on this bail. As you can see, kind of dinged it up a little bit, but I have legitimately drugged this reel through the mud on multiple occasions, and I'll show you guys just how smooth. Even though I do believe that I need to replace this reel like fairly shortly, because I have put a lot of miles on it, and it's doing some funky things, especially under load. Alright, I'll show you guys just how smooth it is right there. And she's still going. It'll literally, if you get this to the right point, she'll just move on her own. So she's really smooth. If you are on the fence about buying a more expensive rod or a more expensive reel, I would definitely always, no matter the reel, recommend a more expensive rod, just because that's where you get your sensitivity, your flexibility, your cast ability. That all pretty much comes out of the rod, especially when you're looking at spinning reels like that. They all pretty much cast just about the same. I would say that $15 reel cast every bit as good as that $60 reel. I would say durability wise, I've had that reel 2 years. It definitely needs to be replaced. Under load, it does some funky things, makes some funky noises. But the drag still works perfect. It still catches fish. I would just like it replaced. Whereas this Daiwa that I've had for probably 5 years and has seen quite a few miles too, it still runs perfectly smooth. But if you were looking at a more expensive rod and just wanted to buy a cheaper reel for your setup to start out with, I would definitely do that and buy some nice braid or fluorocarbon for it, and it will definitely make all the world of difference. You're going to have a lot more fun fishing with a cheaper reel and a more expensive rod with some decent line. So if your budget's tight, I would definitely highly recommend a reel. I'd recommend this reel. So this is their cheapest reel at $15, and I would also say it's their best looking reel, which is definitely important. It's important to look good, and it just performs extremely well. I would say it performs on par, at least within its first 2 years. It's also important to note that I've never lubed either of these two reels past purchase date. So when I bought them, they've just run since then. They've both been dragged through the mud. Like, you can still see mud on this handle here. They've both been dragged through the mud, both been put underwater, never been lubed. This one's outlasted this one by a couple of years, but if you're on the fence about buying a little bit more expensive rod, do it. Get a cheaper reel like this, and I would say you're going to be just fine. Yeah, I guess if you guys like this video and you like the style of content where I do reviews on stuff that I use all the time, I'm not going to just pick up a reel and do a review on something that I have never used just based off first impressions, because I've bought $70 reels and had problems with the caps on the back coming off, and then that makes this all floppy, and they just kind of suck. Whereas I bought this $15 reel, never once had that problem, and she's run perfectly fine, caught all sorts of fish from small to big, and just worked excessively well. So yeah, I guess without further ado, I'll let you guys go. If you like this video, like the video, comment, let me know if you've had this reel and you have experience with it. Let me know what your experience with the reel is. Maybe, I mean, this is the only one of this reel that I own, so maybe I just got a really good one, or maybe they're all running that way. I mean, I looked at the reviews on Walmart, and they're overwhelmingly positive, so I would not be afraid at all to buy that reel. But if you guys like to watch me learn how to make fishing videos, definitely subscribe. I mean, we're growing. I'm almost at 200 subs now. You guys are kicking ass. So, yeah, I guess without further ado, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Always remember to follow your dreams. If you don't, nobody else is going to follow them for you. Nobody's going to tell you to go get after it. So I am right now. You want to go fishing, start a YouTube channel. You've got a phone with a decent camera. Get out there and start it. Buy a $15 chest mount and just go. That's what I did. That's what I've been doing for the past 7 years. I haven't been consistent. That is the one thing I could say, is consistency is key. YouTube definitely likes to promote you when you are making more videos. So that's what I'm doing here. My fishing license is out of date, so I'm making a reel review. But you guys seem to like my reviews enough anyway, so yeah, I guess I'll let you guys go. See ya.